There are some amazing places around the world, but today we are going to be learning about Brazil. Brazil is known for its robust culture, its styles of music and dancing such as samba, its skilled soccer or football teams, its beauty and wildlife. There are so many elements of Brazil that are beautiful and fascinating, and so many things to visit and see. But if you aren't able to fly there, one way you can get a taste of Brazilian culture from the safety of your own home is to try making Brazilian cuisine. And if you are not sure where to start, try the Brigadeiro. Brigadeiros are not only amazing because they taste good, but they have an interesting story. Today you can not only learn how to make a traditional Brazilian Brigadeiro, but also learn why their story is so sweet. Brigadeiros are a delicious Brazilian treat and one of Brazil's most popular desserts. They are often used to celebrate life events, made for special ceremonies, at birthday parties, for baby showers, and for family gatherings. One Brazilian chef said that they can heal a broken heart. They are that good. They are also found in shops and bakeries in Brazil and around the world. And most importantly, Brigadeiros are inextricably connected to Brazilian culture. Brigadeiros first emerged in the 1940s, when during World War II, rations made sweetened condensed milk a popular substitute in dessert. At the time, sweetened condensed milk was invented to sterilize milk before refrigeration. Also, Nestle Company made and marketed condensed milk in Brazil in the 1940s. Accessibility to ingredients helps shape food, and food is part of culture. The word brigadeiro came from the word brigadier, which actually means a Brazilian lieutenant in the military. The Brigadeiro got its name from one handsome Air Force lieutenant who ran for the presidential office in 1945. His name was Eduardo Gomes. He happened to run at around the same time women gained the right to vote. Women gained the right to vote in Brazil in 1932, in conjunction with the tireless work of Brazilian suffragists, and women winning the right to vote in the US and Europe. However, in 1932, only married women with their husband's permission, widows and single working women earning their own salaries could vote. All women were able to vote with no restrictions by the time Eduardo Gomes became a presidential candidate for the growing political group that became a political party, the National Democratic Union. Gomes advocated for social reforms and during his campaign sought the female vote. His campaign slogan, one of them, was "Vote for the Brigadier who's good-looking and single." Women helped his campaign and raised money by selling the new candy, the Brigadeiro. Gomes did not endure. He lost his initial run in 1945 and then again in 1950. However, the Brigadeiro remained and only became more popular. Today, according to the NCA, National Confectioners Association, Brazil rises as a confectionery market hotspot. In 2016, as the Olympics were underway, Brazil topped international charts as the 6th largest confectionery market in the world, and the 5th largest in chocolate and sweet segments. The industry is growing and represents $8 billion for the country in annual revenue. The confectionery market in Brazil employs about 60,000 people, compared to 55,000 in the US. A large portion of the Brazilian confectionery market includes these little gems, brigadeiros. Brigadeiros are found around the world. They are a recipe that you can find online, not only from Brazilian websites and cookbooks, but also bakeries, personal blogs, the New York Times, the BBC, and BuzzFeed's food company, Tasty, and many, many more. Here is a video from Tasty that shows how easy these are to make. Now that you know how to make them, you have no excuse not to. Here are a few last reasons why Brigadeiros are so important today. Brigadeiros not only taste good, but they break boundaries. This special candy is enjoyed by people across all economic statuses, ages, and genders. It is a democratizing dessert and is very unique in that way. Anne Murcott, a social scientist and professor at the College of Cardiff and Department of Community Medicine, in a study on food habits and culture, said that food has both a material and a symbolic significance, and that food itself can convey a range of cultural meanings, including everything from how food is prepared, served, and eaten. In different places and cultures, there are right and wrong ways of preparing, sharing, and eating. The Brigadeiro candy has long endured in Brazilian culture. It is not only a food of choice because it is delicious and satisfies someone's sweet tooth, but it is uniting. Brigadeiros and the story of the Brigadeiro candy communicate shared values in Brazil. The triumph of women voting, the connection between Brazilian people developed under the hardship of war, and a celebration of life, that even in difficult or sparing times, good and sweet things can still emerge. Brigadeiros are inextricably connected to Brazilian culture, and with the rise of globalization, the sharing of ideas, traveling, and the internet, Brazilian culture is being shared with the world through the Brigadeiro candy.